How to have a 35-year-old's body at 55, 4-step blueprint. There's a fabric tension every woman over 45 feels, but never names. The war between draping and defining. You've been told to choose one. That ends today. We're mapping the 4 non-negotiable lines that create a 35-year-old's silhouette on a 55-year-old's wisdom. The third one involves a style rule you break daily without realizing it's costing you that powerful profile. Today, we're solving that fabric tension at its source. This isn't about buying better clothes. It's about building the better mannequin. We have a 4-step physical blueprint to architect a physique that doesn't just wear clothes, it defines them. And we're starting with the foundation everyone gets catastrophically wrong. Point 1. Build the muscle foundation. Most men are in permanent maintenance mode. You lift the same weights in the same order just to feel like you're not losing ground. It's the fitness equivalent of repainting a house with a crumbling foundation. You're preserving a structure that's quietly sinking. You're working hard, but you're not working on the right thing. What to do instead? You shift from maintenance to remodeling. This isn't about ego lifting. It's about structural engineering. We target the keystone muscles, your posterior chain, your lats, your rear shoulders. Think of them as your body's architectural suspenders. They pull everything up and back, fighting gravity's pull on your posture and your profile. This is what creates that commanding V-taper, the one that makes a suit jacket look bespoke even when it's off the rack. The single most powerful tool you're probably missing? The Romanian deadlift. It's non-negotiable. It rebuilds the entire rear frame that time tries to quietly dismantle. This is the foundation. Without it, everything else is just decoration. Point 2. Achieve leanness. Here's the nutritional trap, the all-or-nothing siege. You either declare war on every carb in sight, or you're in a free-for-all. It wrecks your metabolism, your energy, and frankly, your mood at family dinners. Your body, sensing a crisis, clings to the very fat you're trying to lose. It's a punishing cycle that always ends with a rebound. What to do instead? You implement strategic fuel management. Stop thinking of your metabolism as a simple furnace. You just starve. It's a sophisticated engine. We're not dumping less coal in, we're upgrading the fuel. This means protein becomes your anchor, not just for muscle, but as a signal to your brain that you're safe, you're nourished, and it can release stored energy. We leverage fiber not as a boring health tip, but as your internal pace setter for energy and digestion. The goal here isn't just weight loss. It's revelation. It's stripping away the blur to expose the powerful architecture you're building in point 1. The proof isn't just on the scale. It's your watch fitting loosely on your wrist. It's your ring sliding off easily. It's that fabric that used to drape now beginning to define a shape that's unmistakably yours. Point 3. Optimize athletic performance. This is where most men make a critical error. They confuse long, plodding cardio with real conditioning. You're on the treadmill for an hour, draining your vitality, and secretly stealing the recovery resources your body needs to build the muscle from point 1. It's like taking a performance car and only ever driving it on dirt roads. You're not conditioning the engine, you're just wearing it down. What to do instead? You adopt tactical energy system training. This isn't about mindless calorie burn, it's about the quality of movement. We're talking about incline sled pushes that fire up your entire posterior chain, battle ropes that build resilient shoulders and a powerful grip, kettlebell circuits that teach your body to move with power and stability. This does 3 things for you. First, it elevates your metabolic rate in a way that's efficient and sustainable. Second, it builds bulletproof, functional joints, the kind that don't complain when you lift a suitcase or get up from the floor. But third, and most importantly, it makes your new physique usable. It translates directly to moving through your world with authority, getting out of a deep chair without a thought, sprinting through an airport with your luggage, and arriving at the gate composed, playing with the kids in the yard, and being the one who decides when the game is over. This is the point where fitness stops being a separate activity and starts being your default state. Point 4. Master recovery and hormones. Here is the silent progress killer. treating recovery as a passive activity just the days you're not in the gym. You're still grinding through mental stress at work, sleeping in fragmented, low-quality chunks, and then wondering why your progress in the gym has flatlined. Let's be clear. You cannot out-train a flooded cortisol system. You can't remodel a house while the foundation is underwater. What to do instead? You enact active recovery protocols. This is not optional. It's the cement that holds the entire blueprint together. We're talking about sleep not as downtime, but as your most potent performance-enhancing drug. This is when growth hormone does its repair work, when your brain clears metabolic waste. It's non-negotiable. We manage stress not by avoiding it, but by deploying targeted countermeasures. 90 seconds of deliberate box breathing to lower your cortisol, a 10-minute mindful walk outside without your phone. And we view morning sunlight and strategic hydration not as wellness cliches, but as direct physiological levers. They regulate cortisol, support healthy testosterone levels, and ensure every cell is functioning optimally. This step is what turns the efforts of points 1 through 3 from an exhausting temporary project into a seamless, permanent upgrade. This is where you stop fighting your biology and start partnering with it. Now, if you've made it this far, it means you're serious. You're not just browsing, you're building. So do this for me. Prove it. Write one word in the comments below. Blueprint. That's it. That lets us know who our real community members are, the men committed to the process. And because you're here, you get the final, most critical piece, the bonus point. Bonus point, the timeline and consistency requirement. Here is the ultimate wrong way, the 90-day sprint. You go all in, you burn out, and you slide right back into old habits. This guarantees a rebound. You're treating a fundamental lifestyle upgrade like a crash diet. It's the fastest way to fail. What to do instead? You adopt what we call the compound interest protocol. You do not need perfection. You need undeniable, relentless consistency. A focused, 5% daily effort compounds in your body faster and more permanently than a brutal 100% effort you can't sustain past a month. The first tangible dividends? You'll see them in 6 to 8 weeks. A firmer handshake, your belt needing a new notch, a surge of energy that feels familiar, like you've recovered something you thought was lost. The full architectural shift, where your partner looks twice, where a colleague asks if you've been away, that solidifies between 9 and 12 months. This isn't a race. It's a strategic reinvestment in your own human operating system. This is the mindset that makes everything else permanent. Let's lock this in one final time. 1. Remodel your foundation with strategic resistance training. 2. Manage your fuel to reveal that architecture. 3. Condition for real-world performance, not punishment. 4. Master recovery to cement all the gains. And the bonus? Operate on the principle of compound interest, not quick sprints. If this blueprint makes sense to you, if this is the map you needed, then support the mission. Like this video. It tells YouTube this content is valuable and helps other men find it. Subscribe to Strengthmatrics for daily strategies like this one. And most importantly, share this video with one friend, one guy you know who is ready to move out of permanent maintenance mode and into his remodeled era. Thank you for your time and your attention. We've recommended another video on your screen that directly supports this blueprint.